Hello and welcome to my podcast, I guess. Um, the name is jamezilla, obviously, and I will be talking about the upcoming expansion, which is unconfirmed. There's a lot of new features coming out that I want to talk about as I show some gameplay, I guess, and play some music. Well, let me put down the volume on the music so you guys can actually hear me. So let me just start it up. All right, here we go. And today's date is the May 5th, 2013. As you can tell, I didn't write a script for this, so I'm just gonna be basically playing and talking about some stuff I read. All right, here we go. So some of the new features that they were talking about in game was by the way, credits go out to the creator of the thread. And whoa, that's way too loud. Yeah, like I was saying, credits go out to the creator of the thread, whose name is Don Luki, the Billows. He made the thread and he got us some insight on some of the stuff that should be coming out soon. So I will, for those of you that's lazy and just want to like sit back and listen or just watch me play some Jade Dynasty while I talk, then let's go. So you guys may have heard the level cap has been increased to level 160. And some people are really not liking that because I don't know, to me level 160 would be good because I guess like it gives me more chance to be, top player once I reach that level 160. But other players are seeing it as like it's gonna raise the OP gap between non-OPs. Like right now, what OP means by the way is overpowered for those of you that's new. We have a lot of members that have +9 and up or like +10s, and like 1 or 2 people were +11. And being overpowered means like like you're one of the few like top 10 strongest players or top 20, and no one else can basically touch you. And it makes it overpowered because when you go to wars with these people, they can basically wipe out your whole lines by themselves. So let me go ahead and go to some Soul Tower. I'm gonna start from tier 1 just cause I don't want to like embarrass myself. Yeah, so that's that about the level 60. But with level 60 coming up, that means we're gonna get more skills and more quests and more bosses to do, and that means in future updates more instances. So we might see a lot coming out for Jade Dynasty. Some people like some people are saying that this is the end of Jade Dynasty, because like 160 means they have nothing else to do. So there was one kid that said that. Hold on, let me try to find his name. Let me keep going. Yeah, I'm reading the thread as I'm playing, by the way. So just letting you guys know. Let me go ahead and read some of the comments, more of the thread. The first page. Now I'm gonna read you some of the responses that people have made. So we were at level 160, and a lot of people didn't really like that. They think that level cap increase means they have no idea what else to do. So let me buff up a little bit. Get my pots. Get this out. Get my array up there. See, in Soul Tower, I always put my chroma camber first. Like once I run out of VG, it can go ahead and use the normal camber. So power first, and then the last resort is the lowest level, I guess. So level 1 is pretty easy. Gonna keep going here. I like to switch my gear for Soul Talent. Like right now I'm in attack form PvE, but like later levels, as you're gonna see, I'm gonna start needing more PvP gear. Yes, PvP gear is a good choice for Soul Talent. And I also found out that apparently, sorry if it's like a little bit like laggy at first. It's because well, I'm using Windows 8 and it sucks. I have a good rig too. I have like, you guys probably don't care, but I do have like 4 gigs of RAM, 2.9 processing speed, and very good resolution, so it should not be lagging. But I don't know why it does. I guess oh well that it does that. Some stuff to do, some tricks to do to reduce lag would be you see the little chat. Oops. Just brought down my resolution here. Bring it back up. Yeah, you see this chat right here. It messes up a lot. Like whenever a lot of stuff goes through here, it lags, especially with attack and damage and stuff like that. Like acquired info, like notice I took off my XP info, killing info, stuff like that. But I can't take off system. That's one thing. There's nothing really that you could do to take off system. It would be great if we could, but we can't. So let's go on and talk about this expansion. New skills are coming out. Like I said before, level 160 raise means new skills. What they're saying is one of the main new skills that caught my attention was that all classes are getting AO skills, and these AO skills are like are customizable. Like you could get an AO skill like of your T5 skill. Basically it's your T5 skill, but it's an AO and it's low tier. Like I don't understand it, but I guess it's for since we're being raised to level 160, everyone knows how hard it is to get to level 150. So AO skills will be a plus for this. It would help us out a lot. Sorry for this lag. I don't know why it's doing that. It seems to happen every time I Kangba, but it should not. Like I have good quality, as you will see in the video, so it shouldn't lag. And it seems like T6 is coming out as well with these skills. So I think it's 3 skills per T6. Just like T5 had 3 skills, T6 is gonna have 3 skills. Whatever. I hope not though. I'm looking forward to more skills and more skill bars. Like these aren't cutting it. I hope they bring back the sidebars too, or at least make this longer. Like you see my resolution right now. Like it's at 16. It's at let me double check real quick. I mean it's usually defined right now, but like right here, it's around here. It's 1280 to times 720, but I lengthen it a little bit, so it's probably like around, I don't know, like 1300, 1400, something like that. So, but yeah, so they could add more skills. Like, see if they bring this up by like at least like 10 more slots right here, 10 more right here, 10 more right here, and 10 more right here. Like lengthening this whole thing down here, and just making a block. That would be so much helpful. And key binding, if they did key binding, that would be even greater. Like I could hold control 1 and do other skills. Like that would be so great. If they're gonna come out with more skills. Cause let me show you my build right now. I only have a few skills from my whole faction or whatever, and these are all like occupying this, and no skill is doubled. So as you can tell, like it's taking up a lot of space. I've actually resorted to using some like combos like for some of my old skills, but I don't use that anymore really, because combos don't really work. They're kind of buggy. And these are other skills I have too. Like notice I didn't get these, but I have other skills like this too, and all these require skill slots. And really, that's annoying. And that's not the only thing. I go to infinity, I have skills right here that I need to use. It's ridiculous. So they need more skill slots or whatever. So let's go ahead and keep on going to this moon top hollow at wave 7. So it seems to happen whenever I use a skill. So just be prepared to like see a laggy skill, I guess. I wonder what would happen if I was PvPing. Gonna reply this message real quick. Alright, let's go on to the thread. What else did he talk about? New AO skill for every faction, XP skill. What I don't understand is XP skill. What does that mean? I really don't know. Like, can you put in the comments below, like, what do you think that means, XP skill or whatever? Because I don't know, XP doesn't mean like the higher XP you have, the more power it is, or does it give you XP, or does it consume XP when you use it? Because that would be counterproductive in leveling. Nah, I don't know. I guess it's whatever they do. Well, to me, I think they named the XP skill probably because well, it's a skill that's designed for PvE only. Well, some people are saying it's PvE only, so that's a rumor. Like, you never know if you might be able to use it in PvP actually, but for now everyone's saying it's PvE only, which is just a rumor. So I guess when you use it in PvE you get XP, so it's an internal XP skill. That's my insight on it. So let's go on. He says new gear sets. So we're getting new gears, and I'm looking at it right now. I will link the thread at the bottom of the description so you guys can see this yourself. But yeah, it seems the new gears that are coming out they're gonna be way different from what we're traditionally used to. Like, you know how we used to like leveling up gears. Like level 105, you get a set of gears. Level 90, 60, 120, 130, 135, stuff like that. But these gears are a new set of gears where they're coming out in beginner, intermediate, and advanced. I ran into 5 stairs. So beginner, it looks very much like level 60 to me. There's no difference from level 60 moto gear and beginner. All the only thing is it's blue colored. I guess for chroma, it's blue colored. Intermediate is same thing again, blue color. It looks no different than 105 moto gear. I'm talking about moto because I'm moto faction, but every gear looks different pertaining to your faction. But right now I'm just gonna talk about moto. And advanced, I have not seen yet for my moto, but I know that other people's advanced factions, the gear is actually a golden color, which is an upgrade. I like the golden color, and it's a little baggy. For some reason it's very baggy. Like I seen the Sky Song one, and it looks like she's a chibi or something like that, and I don't know. It's all weird, but I like the color. The color is good. I hope the moto will get their wings back. One could hope. I don't need to trail off topic here, but moto wings, they need to redo something with that. Like, cause for real, right now, they don't even work. I mean, look, I'm running around with my wings, and they don't even flap. And in the cartoon videos, well, not cartoon videos, but like, you know, like pictures or whatever of Jade Dynasty when it was first coming out, they were showing the wings to be flapping or in the air or like moving, and you had the thought that, you know, they could actually move, but in turn they didn't. So that's something they should think about in the next future moto upgrade. The weapons look pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie, especially for Ryan. Ryan's look like giant death sights. 2 new maps. 2 new maps are also coming. These maps are, one map is going to be a desert theme. The other one is going to be a savannah theme of some sort, like savannah of a green savannah, not like a desert savannah or whatever. So I don't know. It looks. I like the Savannah theme better. I don't really like J Dynasty desert themes because I feel like they're useless and like it has no life like to it. Like it brings no basic interest to it. It's just a bland, long area of sand and dirt. Because grass in real life isn't actually not cool. Hey, you could move this. That's pretty cool. I never knew you could move that. I just found that out now. All right. Enough of the maps. They have new storyline for the new maps. Requirement 150 ascended minimum. Jesus, I'm so glad I'm almost 150. I just need like 60%. New PK battlefield 75 versus 75 cross server maybe with question marks. New built-in voice communication. I clap for that. New built-in voice communication means people like us who have microphones, if we're on alliance, you could actually talk to each other and wars would go much smoother with everyone talking and knowing what's happening. It would go much smoother. I have a feeling it's gonna make the server lag though. That's one problem. So there's that to worry about. Because JD doesn't really need any more lag because it already lags a lot during wars. That's because the pixel density of the game is so much. Like that's what gives it good graphics too. For other MMOs, it's class. Notice how WoW has lesser graphics, but it's also less laggy. Barely lags, I guess. New monsters. I'm looking at these pictures for these new monsters right now, and I must say I'm pretty impressed. There's this ant-looking monster. This anteater, I should say, not ant. Um, these look like bosses to me. I'm not gonna lie. Like bosses have always looked good on J9s, and I've always liked them. Um, Look like they're bringing back, like good, like tiny animal rodent type species. They also have this frog, which looks like if you lick it, you're gonna be high the whole time. Um, I'm basically doing this right here, like without looking, by the way, because I'm reading the form. So if I fail and die, don't make fun of me. It's because I'm not really looking. um, what else does he talk about here? Gives us some sources. Whammy website. Dawn website. I'm really impressed with Whammy website, by the way. They've done a pretty good job for this announcement, just showcasing it. I'm gonna go off and start saying some comments from the thread. Kinyu Yuki says that sounds very interesting. Which it is. It is interesting to me. I can't wait, but I can't wait for the skills. I just want more AO. Because as you can tell, I love AO. Like AO is one of my favorite things in this game. Because I like Forest of Laughter. Don't get me wrong. To kill, but it kind of gets boring because you got to switch target all the time, and yeah, it's too much. And actually, yes, I know some of you wise guys are going to say yes and actually take skill. You are right about that. Like right here, using Dance of Chaos. Sorry you didn't see that. Again, this thing is very laggy. Green Bean says the moment they start raising level cap is the end of JD. Yes, that was Green Bean that said that, by the way. And he goes on to say it's the end of JD. That means they ran out of ideas and will just continue to raise the gap from OP charging players and non-OP. 1 year from now, he says 1 year from now will be 170, 180, 190, and so on. Green Bean, I'm gonna say I have to disagree with you because I'm from a world of gaming where level cap is really high. And Jade Dynasty 150 really disappointed me because I thought like that's the end of gameplay. You know, there's gonna be no more after that. That's about it. But come to my surprise, they had Ascension. Ascension was a level cap raise. If people didn't realize this, because you went back to level 15 and had to level all over again to 150. So in turn, there was a total of 300 levels in Jade Dynasty. It just the number, looked the same when you ascended, but it is 300 levels. But now Ascension is going to get a 10 level boost. Now it means more gameplay, more content, more stuff I can do and have fun with. I just want to see more Tashi Pill stuff, to be honest. Like, I'm getting tired of all this grinding. Grinding is starting to suck now. Like, they need more high Tashi Pill based quests. Tired of all these 60 here and 20 here or whatever. I hope they raise the maximum amount for Tashi Pills used per day. I hope they lift it to no limit. That would be so wonderful. That would be so wonderful. I know it sounds lazy, but I could just buy like 500 Tashi Pill packs and just use all of them. Tired of all this 10 nonsense. So let's read another comment. Dutch Guns says, quite interesting. I guess that this will be out midsummer / end summer update then. Although it's easier to say that the time they get it, since we are roughly 1 to 2 months behind on them. We're not 1 to 2 months behind. We're actually like a little bit further. Because when we had when they had their spring content, it was like still winter for us basically, and we got it very late. You guys have seen me lag a lot. That's probably gonna cause me to die, to be honest. Yeah, I'm probably gonna die from that. Yep, I know the ant is so powerful. Like the ant would be the one to kill me. Yeah, I'm trying not to buff to do this, but I'm gonna go ahead and buff. I think I over buffed or whatever. Yes, do some damage. Alright, yeah, so I don't think we're gonna get it 1 to 2 months after, because that would be too soon, to be honest, because they're just now announcing it, and they might not get it for like, till like, June or something, maybe September or October, and we might get this like all the way in winter. It might be a winter expansion for us. We might get this next December. Like, don't hold your fingers yet for or don't cross your fingers for this June or something like that yet. So yeah, when they get it, in June, we might get it in December, something around that. Cause unless if they have other plans for winter expansion, which they sometimes do, so we don't know about that yet. And I might actually die from this. I went in there no buff. Yeah, I'm gonna die. Whoo! I didn't die. That was crazy. I was so close to dying. That was cool. I like that. So we're gonna go ahead and talk more about some of the other comments that people are saying. All right. Don Lucy replied to Green Bean's comment. If you recall, he was saying that it's gonna be the end of JD with these. He goes on to Dune Lucy goes on to say ZX players responded to this expansion negatively. Though I think going to 150s to 160 tier is by choice, like how players choose between 150 pre or Ascension. This is one of the 6 upcoming news. Let's just wait for Monday. Now this is the past, like this is like before, but Monday already came and there's obviously more news. But so he's saying that it's gonna be a choice. It might be a choice from 150 to 160. I'm gonna go ahead and straight out deny that because well, it's part of ascension because once you ascended, you're gonna want to go, to the max of ascension. You're not gonna want to stay 150. One is just it's the same thing with when we were in closed beta. You could only go to like level 65 or something like that. And then when the full game came out, everyone went up the levels, and it was hard back then to get to level one to get to level 65. I'm saying that if you worked hard to get to 150, which is very much hard work, you're not going to sit there. When the expansion comes, you're definitely gonna want to move on to join the PvP montages and not stay behind, I guess. So yeah, there's that. Everyone's gonna want to go to 160. I will guarantee you that. And again, I'm trying to do this non-buffed. If I die, yep, I'm going to do it buffed, and this will be my last chance. So I'm gonna go ahead and go full on. Let's see what my full power does. It got to bleed, but removed it. Get that. Bam. Some more and over. Alright. See, as you can tell, as Moto, we are buff. We need buffs to survive, basically. If we don't buff up, it's like there's basically no use to be doing this. So I don't really want to keep going on and on. So I'm gonna get to like this level right here and just basically stop. I'm gonna let him kill me real quick. Gonna do this Dance of Chaos. Gonna showcase my Esper skill, which does a lot of damage, but I died. So yeah, and that's about it for my video podcast. If you want me to talk about something else, then let me know. There's a lot I haven't covered yet, but that's because we haven't gotten a lot of info. But I've covered the main stuff, which is new skills, new maps, and a lot more AO with the skills. So that's that. And the level 160 expansion, basically. And that's all I know for now. When I get more info later on, me and my partner or his ally mate will talk about more of this expansion together, because I don't really like doing solo podcasts. They suck, and I tend to lose what I was talking about. But hey, this is unscripted and real. It's just me, a player, just talking to myself or to the world, whoever's listening. Thank you.